The boys. Now imagine Tony standing across from Homelander, a man who also sees himself as a god. Both are egomaniacs. Both are unstable. But the difference? Tony earned his throne with scars. Homelander was born with a cape. That alone is enough for Tony to despise him. He wouldn't respect Homelander, and Homelander wouldn't tolerate being challenged. Instead, he would quietly plan to erase him from existence. Tony would probably move first. Try to buy out Vought insiders, build his own Compound V operation, and undermine Homelander's image with public stunts. And the public? They'd start to cheer for Tony, the man who spits in a soup's face. That's unforgivable for someone like Homelander. The war between Tony and Homelander would fracture the soup world. Heroes would be forced to pick sides. Tony would gain momentum fast. His charisma, his chaos, his vision for a new order. It would appeal to the broken and the desperate. World compatibility. A tier. Tony fits perfectly into the world of corruption, media lies, and ultra-violence. But no matter how ruthless he is, Homelander-level enemies would always outgun him. The Godfather. Tony Montana is pure chaos. Loud, impulsive, brutally ambitious. He rose from nothing and built his empire on rage, pride, and defiance. He never thinks long-term. Drop Tony into the quiet, calculating world of the Corleones? Vito would see him as a threat to both balance and respect of the family. Michael might admire his drive but would never trust his temper. And Sonny? That's his closest match. Both are hot-headed, impulsive, and overprotective of their family, especially their sister. However, Tony here makes Sonny look like an angel. The Godfather universe values patience, silence, legacy. Tony wants domination now. He wouldn't play the long game. He'd draw heat, disrespect the old ways, and make enemies too fast. He would eventually get wiped out in a meeting he didn't see coming. World compatibility. D tier. Tony Montana just doesn't fit. He's too loud and too proud. In the Corleone world, that gets you killed fast. Red Dead Redemption 2. Tony walks into the Vanderlinde camp like he owns it. Dutch is preaching freedom and loyalty. Tony calls it bullshit. Tony respects Arthur's strength but thinks he's wasting his life following a dreamer. He sees Micah as useful but untrustworthy, a snake he'd rather control than partner with. Tony's presence shatters the illusion of Dutch's control. He offers real money, real muscle, and a new dream. Power, not freedom. Some will follow him. Others plot against him. The gang splinters faster. Dutch spirals sooner. Maybe Arthur and John try to stop Tony. Or maybe, in a twist, they join him to put an end to Dutch's delusions. In the end, Tony doesn't run. He either dies in a blaze of gunfire, high on pride and bullets, or burn Dutch's whole plan to ash and start his own empire. World compatibility. A tier. Tony rewires the gang's future, tearing down Dutch's dream and replacing it with power. Whether he burns or builds, he leaves the West changed forever.